here's where I brought in the 5 whys, and so how many, if you look at baby blues, I saw this in the comics about a year ago, but here's a great example of 5 whys. Eat your bread crust, Hammy. Why? Because they're good for you. Why? Because they have vitamins in them. What kind of vitamins? Another why. I don't know, healthy bread crust vitamins, I guess. Well, why are they healthy? Now, how many of you have a small 5-year-old? I have a 5-year-old son. I've had this conversation. It drives you crazy. So, one more time, Hammy's gone into the 5 whys. Now, you technically don't have to do all 5. You'll know the answer by the time you get to 3. Unless, of course, you're going to drive that person nuts. But here, and his mom, because they are, but why do I have to eat them? And the reason why you use 5 whys is get to the root cause of the problem. So you don't go off to some project that doesn't even need to be done, right? Again, it's just getting down to the root cause. So here's the root cause why Hammy has to eat his bread crust. Because if you don't, you're going to spend the rest of your life in your room. That was the root cause. Not because it was healthy. He wasn't buying that. He knew the real reason. So then they have, he's got his older sister, and she's like, hey, I thought we had a deal. Why are you eating those bread crusts? Well, they're good for you, just not in the way you think. So the 5 whys, it's an easy tool to use. Annoying if you go to the 5th why all the time, but it helps get at it. And this is just an example of like x-rays. Well, why are the x-rays delayed? Well, because the exam takes longer than scheduled. Well, why does it take longer? Well, because the rad tech is busy with other things. It's not the machine, it's the rad tech. Because the first answer led me to believe the machine was slow, right? So now you got, why is the rad tech busy? Well, they have to answer the phone. Well, why is the answer? Why are they answering the phone? Well, because there's a phone that rings in the area. Okay, gotcha. Well, why does the phone ring in the area? Because it hasn't been programmed to ring at the clerk's desk. This has happened at several of my clients. Little different variations, but what happens after like 3, 4 o'clock? Right? Somebody leaves, right? And the phones get forwarded, right? All good on paper, but they may have been, that whole process may have been thought out 3 years ago, and that person that was answering them at that phone 3 years ago made sense. But nobody's now checked into and said, you know what, it probably shouldn't ring there, it should ring over here now. So it's an easy thing to do. It avoids the easy answers of, it's a HIPAA violation, or because we don't have enough staff, right, you get that one a lot, or because the computer system is down or bad, right? And it really isn't that. It may be, but in the long run, there's a broken process somewhere and you can fix it.